Hello, my name is Amanda Height, and I'm manager of Hannahurst Incorporated Print Studio here at Plains Art Museum. It is a beautiful master printer studio that's tucked up on the third floor of the museum that has the mission to teach and be an educational resource for the community about traditional and contemporary printmaking processes. I'm coming to you live from the etching press. Yes, I say the etching press because that's where my laptop is sitting. And also, this will not be the last time this week that you hear me say etching press, as this week I have put together a couple small activities or demos that will highlight the Salvador Dali Stairway to Heaven exhibition that Plains Art Museum had an honor of hosting this year. And although we cannot be in the gallery right now, that does not mean that we cannot still utilize it as a resource to teach people both about surrealism and printmaking, my two favorite things. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a game that's called the Exquisite Corpse. During the Surrealist movement of art, a very revolutionary time in our art history timeline, the Surrealist artists really loved to play games. And you can even look this up on the internet. There's at least 15 to 20 different games that I found that they used to play as an artistic practice with each other and to be collaborators together. And so the first Exquisite Corpse, or Exquisite Creature as I'll call it sometimes, because I like people to keep their imagination going on what the game can be and what it can bring, was first published in 1917. And so in that publication, we see that it's replications of 5 drawings and then also a series of poems. But at the end of it, there was no claim as to who the artist was, and it was because it was a group that came together to be collaborative. So, for the Exquisite Corpse game, I invite you to find one other person, so that makes 2 of you, or 3 or 4. It becomes really interesting when you have at least 3 or 4 people, but you can easily play this game with 2. So, you're going to have to find somebody in your household, or maybe a friend that you have as well. And so let's walk through some of the supplies that you'll possibly need in order to play this. It can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be. So first things first is you're going to need a sheet of paper. You can use just computer paper if you want, or if you have colored paper, construction paper, or cardstock paper, that works too. It's totally up to you. The next thing you'll need is drawing materials. So you can use a pencil, Sharpie if you want. If you're like me, you can dig out your colored pencil stash. It's always fun to use colored pencils with this game. Or possibly markers if you have markers. Or crayons work really great as well. So you want to find a material that you're easily going to find and have fun drawing with. Whether you want it to be black and white or color is totally up to you as the artist. So the goal of this game is that once you have your sheet of paper broken down, like you see I have 3 folds here, you're gonna go ahead and fold it first. Then the goal is that as you move along in this game, you're hiding the drawing that you did so that the next person can build off of it. Then it kind of becomes this wacky, fun, funky creature that you've designed. So whether it is maybe bee's eyes with octopus arms on roller skates, or if you wanted to actually be human with head, body, and legs, you can break it down that way as well. So you'll see here, I have my sheet of paper just to help you kind of visualize it. And you have my tick marks here where my folds are, so it's folded there. What you're going to want next is to get something that you can time with, or a clock. And you can do this anywhere from 30 seconds up to 2 minutes easily. Or if you want to make it longer so it's more detailed, you can do that as well. It's totally up to you. But you're going to set a timer, and the first person's going to go, and they're going to draw at the top of the paper what would be the head of the creature. Then, once you're done, timer goes off. You want to make sure that you fold it over, or you can use another sheet of paper to cover it up so that the next person who's in the game can't see it. This makes it fun again. Remember, it's a hiding game. But what you want to make sure you do is you'll see my 2 squiggly lines here from what would be my head. You want to go just a little bit down into the fold so that the next person, when the timer goes, they know where to jump off of to start creating their drawing part for what would be the body of it. Then that person draws, timer goes off. You want to make sure that you hide that part so that you go down to the legs. Be sure to carry those lines down because it's only going to help make the game a little bit more interesting so you can bounce off of each other's ideas and creativity that's coming into play with it. Once you've drawn all of that, the last person gets to open it all up and your creature is made. I have a couple really beautiful examples here from previous times I've done this with other students. So here's one. You can kind of see the different parts that come into play with it. Got another funky one here. You can really think about line and patterns and movement that come into play with this piece. Again, your creativity for this is limitless. You can do it as much or as crazy or kooky as you want. Here's another funky one. I love this one. Who doesn't wish that they could have butterfly wings to fly away? And then here's another one. Pop culture reference. I believe we have Darth Vader here. So again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Whether you want to use an icon that you know or go back in and make a human have wings. It's a beautiful activity to do with your family or your friends on any day of the week. If you do this, please send in your examples to our social media feed and we'll make sure to get them posted for you to show that you participated in this game. If you find you have any questions, you can email me personally. It's aheidt@plainsart.org, and we can walk through the game together if you want. It's a great activity, again, to do with your friends or family. Please stay tuned for later this week when I'll be talking about Intaglio and for other beautiful readings that will come from the Salvador Dali Stairway to Heaven exhibition. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!